Hi y'all, this is Keri Stephens. I'm on faculty in the Department of Communication Studies, and today we're going to tackle the topic of why do we torture our students by asking them to use APA style? Well, just like the word y'all is appropriate in some contexts, like it is here in Texas, we are looking to help you create professional norms of how you write, of how you reference the type of work that you do. And APA style, or American Psychological Association style, is the one that we tend to use in the discipline of communication. Now, quite often my students will tell me that they're using MLA or other types of styles. It's the same thing. We're trying to get you to standardize so that everyone who looks at your work in a particular field will know where to find the title of the article that you're referencing, that all the authors are included, that the volume numbers are there, and that complete page numbers are there. So let me share with you a few of the tips that I think trip students up most often on APA style. The first thing that I see most often is that students overcapitalize titles. I know this does not seem like it makes any sense, but the bottom line is that in APA style, you only capitalize the first word of a title, and then if there's a colon, you capitalize the first word after that colon. It is definitely just kind of a convention of how they have things laid out. I would just suggest you kind of internalize that because you might not feel like it makes logical sense, but it helps with that standardization. Okay, we know what we're looking for when we see that. Second tip I'll give you is that the way you alphabetize your references on a reference page. But one of the questions that students often ask me is, do you alphabetize the authors on a single publication? Well, the answer to that question is you actually do not, because author order on a publication usually indicates who put in the most effort or who had the highest intellectual contribution. So even if the authors are someone with a name that starts with Z and then a B and then a D, you keep them in that order whenever you're putting them in your references. Okay, third tip I'll give you is that online conversion tools, well, they're about 80% correct. What I have found that they most frequently miss is page ranges. So they might give you the first page number, but not include the ending page number. This is still really important because if people go back to look up a paper journal, they want to know where they're going to photocopy to or where they're going to make a PDF and the start point and the end point. The other thing that they will quite often miss are capitalization and the various italices that we ask in those styles. So to answer the question of why we torture you, hopefully I've given you at least a little insight to make it feel a little less like torture. It really has to do with the fact that when people in the field look at your work, it will look like other things that are published or produced in that same field. So have fun. I will be glad in class to share with you some of my favorite online references that can really help you. But one other possibility is you might want to consider purchasing a style book. They're the thick book, but you can purchase the book. That's really the way that you can get it to 100%. Some of these online tools are pretty good though. So thanks so much for your time today. Hopefully you will embrace APA style with a little more positive attitude. Take care.